Precious Maroga. I grew up in Gauteng. I'm married with 3 kids. I'm a health promoter. Mm, I'm a second born. Yeah, I
Out
have
of,
siblings.
yeah. So you are a second born out of how many?
Actually, I'm not really a second born, but into my mom's and my father's marriage, I'm their second born. But my father got 2 kids. My mom got 1 child out of the marriage. So before they met, then after they met, then they met my brother, they met me, then my siblings, 4 of my siblings after me.
So it's a big family.
Yeah, it's a big family.
So take us through your childhood. Utso holetse kae, utswa kae?
Okay, my father, that's where my story actually will start. I can start.
Ah, re jwetsa ka childhood first.
Okay,
O
Witbank,
holetse kae?
Gauteng, Mpumalanga, and Ladenburg.
Okay. Then tell us, are you married? How many kids do you have?
Yes, I'm married. I got 3 kids.
3.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wow. I thought you had 1. You've spoke about
No,
boy
I
boy.
got 3. Boy is my firstborn. Then I had 2
Oh,
others. Hmm.
okay. All right, guys. Like I had explained before, the other day ne ke bua le Thulani, but Precious came in and said, Ausna lady, I know, that's why I went like, wow, you're so young. When did you have time to make 3 babies? How old are you, Precious?
I'm 30.
30. Then you
Yes.
started when you were 20.
20.
Yeah.
Then my second, he's 4 years, and my third, she's 1 year.
Oh, okay. So Bale Baba close, the last 2, but ding ding, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, then this one there's a gap. Okay, I get you
Yeah.
now. So Precious is a mother of 3, but you're so young, man, for 3 babies. Wow. You know what? The works, yeah, I know she wow. I'm like, no, because I know boy. We have spoken about boy on this platform. But do you wanna start boy at the end? Because I want to
We can
know
start with
updates.
boy.
Okay. So, feeling in here, versus being boy. There was a day I was talking about learning disabilities, especially in children. But Lorona, as grown ups, we do have learning disabilities. We had learning disabilities. So on that day when I was talking about learning disabilities, Precious came in. Are, hi man, as I'm listening to this, your learning disabilities, guys, ngwanaka o na le problem. You know that's what I do with my conversation. I trigger something that you never thought you have, but you're actually sitting with it in your house. So Precious Katatsileo Are, you know what? Ausna lady, you guys, you are talking about my child. And I want to come onto this platform and unfold hore ho etsahalang ka ngwanaka. So let's start with that story because today is Precious's day. She wants to talk about Maudwana. We're going to accommodate it. We're going to accommodate whatever that she wants to talk about today. Now, since her Atamaile Precious, she met someone here by the name of Lerato. Lerato, I met you go live in your Ausna lady, and I want to help you. Now, I want Precious now. I refer update. Yahore boy, oh how old, but boy oh actor like a smaller child. And boy ability higher grasp things, it very slow. But now I think Precious Nabatla Nalidi special schools where she can accommodate this child. So Auslerato Honamoko TikTok, Amotola Kodi DM, Babua, ba exchange the numbers. So the other day when I started the live, I said, Precious, you need to update me, ka boy. So before she pours out the main story, let us start ka boy.
Okay. You remember last time I told you, go school, they promised to process his things ne, at school, but they didn't. We had to follow them since then. Then they pushed him to the other grades. After pushing him, they started. There's this teacher. I think that teacher, she got a problem. Is either with me or the family friend who was working at that same school. Because that teacher started telling my son that when I at home, what they are telling you is not true. You are not dumb. You are not this. You are not that. You are not that. And we have never said he's dumb.
Okay, Precious, Emma Hanyane, re jwetse age ya boy, o re jwetse
He's
hore
10.
o which grade?
He's 10. They push him to grade 3.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But
So,
10 years ba ko grade mang, no.
grade 5 or 4.
Okay. So, oh, okay. Go on.
Yeah. So since they push him, Makibu Ali teacher, the teacher say they don't have time for us now. I talked with my therapist. She called the teacher. The teacher tried to fill another form. That form, when they fill it, I feel it's correct. He felt worry he's doing everything well. Then when at home, when we assess him, he's different from what they corrected on the paper. He can't read. My son is very good at cramming. If you teach
Yeah.
him the green color, he will cram that color, which that's not normal.
Yeah.
So the teacher, he marked that paper had 0, had 1, had 2, had 4. 4 is very good. 3 he's trying. 2 and 1 they fall the same side on as the 0 side. That's when you need specialist. So the teacher marked on the side of 4 on the reports, which we're supposed to take that report, take it to district. But because of she marked everything good, when I took the letter
Oh.
back to the therapist complained, said, also me, I have accessed the child, but whatever they did is not the same as na de wekim asesile ka teng. Because on my assessment, he's falling under 1, 2, and 0. But how come on their assessment is falling under 4?
So, babatla hore there's no problem ka boy.
Ba batla hore there's no problem ka boy. Then my mother went to the school. She asked Kuri, how come you're saying there's no problem with the boy? Because ha kgone bala, ha kgone ngwala. He's in grade 3, which he was supposed to be in grade 5. When I'm saying 5, because he was born ka March. So
Or
he's
before
supposed to
June.
be in grade 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go skolong, we are not getting any help. There's another report my mom she's going to take back Oskolong Kausani. So I will hear from that report. The therapist gave us another report, so we'll hear from it. Then
Okay,
because she doesn't
so tell me about the lady that you met here after we had that
uh to be
conversation.
honest with the lady, we didn't talk. I don't know if it's me or it's her, but we just didn't talk. So but I did try to get help by myself, to be
Oh,
honest. Yeah.
all right. But now, what is the current stage, boy?
The
No.
current stage now, the scholar, they are holding us so we can't go look for another help because the school is saying the boy is good. Us we saying no. And the teacher last year we were even now report here no. I didn't know. You know, they did the report in front of my mom without checking on the assessment or at the exams they were doing. They just write the report in front of her and print it out same time. And on that report, they write everything pass to show they're just guessing. So I will
And
hear from my
and
mom
you said you
tomorrow.
don't live with boy ne udula le mama gago.
Yeah, I always see them on weekend, like tomorrow is Friday, I'm going that side. So my mom doesn't want me to go to the school because I'm gonna fight. That's the thing. And she feels like they will ba tlo kwala mo gore re ska kgona ho tswela pele.
Mm.
So her, she said she will go tomorrow at the school, she will talk with them. What she's going to do, she's going to call my son and take a book from home and tell him to read this book in front of the teacher. Then the teacher should answer if he can read or if he can do other things.
Ke a utlwa. So currently boy umo grade 3. Currently.
Mm, yes, and which they push him because last year, the whole year, he didn't have a report. The whole year
And when Precious, it's May already. It's June. It's half of the year.
is June already. So this year is supposed to be somewhere else, at least to school where bam understanding skolo sa bona, slow learners or children with some problems. So but and
Yeah.
when we follow up with other people, they say ko sekolong sela a se ngwana ka fela. There are many of them.
I think it's the same thing that Lelo is saying, that
Mm,
these teachers are refusing to help him because they are selfish.
yeah.
Okay, Aritzo Moya boy, but you know what? Eventually, he's gonna get help.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why you are here today.
Okay. I was on your live last week. Ke re mametse story sa Ausi. And she talked about drugs and the lifestyle she was living during that time. Then I reflected back on my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of this life we live is not the life that we chose, actually. I think sometimes it happened for a reason. Because I'm a different person to say. I think I can take anything that comes in my way at this moment because the way I grew up, not I don't know how to put it, but she made me to reflect on the life that I lived. Then I wanted to share my story because I feel like it's not something that I can keep in myself, but to share with others because I know there are still people who still live that lifestyle. I know they didn't choose that lifestyle, but at least there's hope
Okay, Aritzo, so from the last time that you were here, you wanted to start your story from when you were
from the
6 years.
age of 6
Yeah.
because
So
that's where
start
the
from
problem
6.
started.
Yeah, start from 6 and then take us all the way to today.
Today. Okay, actually between age of 6 or 5, my father lost his house, company, monies and everything. We had to move from Wheatbank to here around Joburg. I forgot that place after Fosloras. We were staying in
Um,
a bond house.
so,
What is this place? Just after Fosloras, not far from Fosloras.
okay, go on.
Yeah. Then after he lost his job, we moved from that side because he was staying in a bond house. He could not pay it anymore. Then he left the house under his brother. Then as we moved from that side, we went to there's this place called in Katlehong called Spamandla. I'm sure there's some people who knows it. That's Spamandla. It was a squatter camp before. Now it's a new development. So that time it was Umkuku. uh because of the moving and everything lost and other things I lost, actually I got depressed when I was 6. ukuthi from moving from
Depressed
rich
situation, yeah, your dad.
situation. My father was rich. We had all we needed, staying in a big house. We moved from the big house to two-bedroom house, moved from the two-bedroom house to Mkuku,
Okay, so that's
squatter
what
camp.
okay.
Yes. After moving from there, I think at the age of 7, bangitholela isikolo around that area, ngafunda eNtuthuko. Mangifunda eNtuthuko, I was this child ukuthi mangiphuma esikolweni wengasayi endlini, I'll go maybe kabo friend house. Sorry, kabo my friend, because they had a house
Okay.
and say angifuni ukuya emkhukhwini mina ngifuna ukuhlala endlini. I don't understand that situation because I was still young vele. I didn't understand anything, but I didn't like the new situation lena weyenzeka around me at that time. From there we so ngumuntu lo ukuthi mangiphuma esikolweni I will not go at home. Sometimes mangiphuma esikolweni I will not even go to my friend's place. I will just wander around, like go around just until kube ebusuku. Maybe someone will find me and take me to the police station. Police station they will take me back home. They even know me in that police station. I'll even walk in a place where I'm not supposed to walk. I'll walk ehlathini nje, stay there alone. A lot of things will happen. Then my parents started taking things serious when I started staying under the bridge where water were. Yabona la kudlula amanzi emfuleni. There was a bridge where I used to stay under there the whole day, not going to school. My parents said, okay, since they don't have a house anymore, better bangise eMpumalanga to my grandmother's place because there's a house there and there's everything that side. They took me to Mpumalanga. Then in Mpumalanga, there's my grandfather, grandmother, my sister, my uncle. I think two of my uncles. Then that same era, kuno mamkhulu no mamkhulu. I don't know, you understand me?
Yes.
Uh, at the age of 9, I got raped by my neighbors. I think there were 5 boys. They used to rape me, and I get used to that.
So these people they live next to your shack.
Next door, no, I'm no longer in a shack now. I'm in
Okay.
Pumalanga now. My
So
parents moved
those
me because they were scared that something may happen to me here in Joburg because I was wandering around the province. Sorry, I was wandering around Katlehong. Sometimes I would stay under the bridge near the water, so they were scared of those things. So they decided to send me away in Mpumalanga. In Mpumalanga, I stayed there 1 year. After 1 year, I got raped
yeah,
by the
by the
neighbors.
neighbors. But you're saying it's 5 people and they were
It was
taking
5
turns.
boys. Each and every time, it was something that happens almost every day. Because my grandmother and my grandfather, they were not ngathini bagcine kudala ukukhulisa umntwana omncane, so I had so much freedom and no one was telling me what is good and what is not good that time.
Yeah.
And my sister, she was busy with her lifestyle, so no one had time for me. Actually, it was like I had too much freedom. I can go as I want, come as I please, do whatever I want. So I used to go and next door Sunyobega TV corner with the boys from that side. So in that house they had 2 boys. The other 3 they were friends. The other 3 were friends. So I used to get gang raped almost all the time.
Okay, Precious Gangnani, ne? Don't go into details of the rape. I want to go because as a mother, as a parent, ne, I'm trying to think how can my child disappear for a long time without me realizing Uguti there's something happening in next door. So this is the part I want you to explain
Okay.
kancane ukuthi how did they manage to rape you in the presence of your
Okay.
guardians or your father?
My grandmother, she was an alcoholic, ne, and also my grandfather. And we had ubudlelwane. We had a relationship with the neighbors, especially the elders. They had a relationship. So if I'm that side, my grandparents will know ukuthi ungale next door akunankinga.
I hear you.
So they
You were,
trusted
you were
a next
under the
door.
you were under the care of my grandparents. Okay.
Yes. Or maybe you didn't get me, Guti. When my parents moved me from Gauteng because of safetyness, they sent me to Mpumalanga because of me. I was wandering around because of the house thing. The situation as a cat didn't understand the shack and other things. So they
Okay.
took me to Mpumalanga because there's a house that side.
Got it.
Yes, thank you. Then I used to get gang rape almost sonke isikhathi. Then
Every
I
day.
thought it was a good thing because wonganamuntu who will say what you are doing is not good. Don't allow boys to touch you there. Uh, don't come around in the house around 11 ebusuku. Things like that. Abomamkhulu, they were there around in the same location. I'm sure it was maybe a distance walking because we always go there. But they didn't care also because they took me as
Problem child.
angazi ngayibeka kanjani, but a problem child. So when I try to run esandleni sabomamkhulu, they will call me names. You ugly thing. Bona ukuthi umubi kanjani, ngathi umfana, ngathi uyivenakere. No, venakere is someone who's crazy. You need to go to lower school, isikolo samahlanye. They used to call me names when I try to look for that love kubo because abosisi bakamamami, so they were supposed to give me that love. You understand? So
I,
whenever I try to run the other side, masithi nyasuka from the boys' side, I just decided to go to my mamkulu. When I get there, they will say, wash the dishes, clean the toilets, wash my husband's socks and underwears. When they had children same age as me that time, sometimes I'll not go to school because I had to look after their kids. So life that side was different. Um,
but Precious, did you talk to anyone about the abuse? Let's start with the abuse. Did you share
mm,
did you share with anyone, even Ugogo, just to say, Gogo, these boys next door, they are touching me?
uh, you
You
know
didn't
umntwana
share.
let me you know umntwana ukhulele la hlupha khona ne, there will be signs of I need help. I remember one day my grandmother was sober. I took a knife, I keep it on top of the table ne. Ngaphuma, I went to police station ngabatshela ukuthi ugogo wami ufuna ukungigwaza. I was lying, but that was cry for help, I believe. Then amaphoyisa wangithatha, they took me back. When I get home, the police insulted me instead of offering that help. Because I think they were supposed at least to find social workers. What they do around Gauteng, most of the cases, if we have cases like that in Gauteng, we call social workers. So I was crying for that help, but with different signs. I was
Also,
showing
you were not
many.
vocal. Okay.
I was not vocal, but the signs were there that no, loya mntwana udinga uncedo, but no one could. Instead, they would judge me, give me that picture. I remember one day I went to, or I was cooking. It was around 11. No, it was around 9 ebusuku. I cooked. I learned to cook at the early age because my grandparents will be drunk sometimes. I will cook for myself or my sister. So I learned to cook at very young age. So that day it was my first time cooking. I can't forget that day. I remember. I tried to cook ipapa. Then after cooking, I didn't know that you don't have to cook and ushiye ipoto and go. So there was a wedding in the next street. I just cooked that pap. My friends come and fetch me, went to that wedding. So that means my uncle get home early, switch off the pot, he put the pap away. Uh, while I was in that wedding, someone sent us to go buy amabia, alcohol. I think I was around 10 that time. That person sent us to buy amabia. We went to the tavern, we buy amabia. You know, those days they will allow small kids, abantwana, children. I think they still do emakhaya and locations.
Yeah.
Went to buy alcohol. I met with my cousin in that same club. Instead of her asking me, "What are you doing here? Ufuna nila?" She went home and tell abazali ukuthi I found Ukhanyisile drinking in the bottle store with her friends. That was a lie. I was 10. Then the whole family started hating me. Their husband, their children, they will tell their children, don't play with Precious. She's an alcoholic. Imagine a small child ayophuza at heaven. No one came to me and asked me, what were you doing there? Maybe I could have explained, but you know, sithunyiwe lapha emshadweni. And the wedding was not even far. You could see the wedding laphayana. So my family special laba basekhaya laba ngihleli nabo for those years, they've never tried to listen to me. The only thing I will get from them is the bad judgment. So no matter what will happen to me, there was no option. It got to the point that I started faking my feet. You know when you're crying
Oh,
for help.
ama fits as in seizures.
Yes, seizures. Cause
Precious,
now
at what age? 13, 14?
between that let me say between from that age of 8 when I started getting raped, a lot was happening between those age. I was still very young. I was still under 16 that time.
Yeah.
So I started faking seizures. I get used to rape in a way that I remember one day Baba was next door. He used to come alale ekhaya makaphuze kakhulu yabo. I went to him. I negotiated sex with him. He was way old. He was
Umuntu
60
omdala.
something. Yes.
Okay, Precious, take me back. As a child, how did you negotiate sex? How?
Because from being
No,
always
no,
gang raped,
no. Take me through uteni kulo baba.
I didn't
That.
say anything but actions.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I went touching him,
Uzitshengisile. Okay,
taking the trouser down. Yeah.
okay, I get you now.
Then one day I was from school. This guy uhamba ngebhayisikili, he came to me and say, I know you, umngani womntanami ne? And I say, yes. He said, asahambe ngizokisa kumntanami. That day I survived by God's grace because I believe something more than that was going to happen. He took me with his
Precious
bike.
Marogas, I'm still triggered about that man. So after, I think you wanted to use the word seduce. You seduced him.
Yes, but we talked. That's why I say I negotiated. We talked. We did a lot. So
So,
seduce and negotiations at the same time.
oh, okay. Kubega again. Now yeah, go on. Yeah,
Yes. Remember at home, akunamuntu ongiphe attention angithi mina
yeah.
as a child, no one check on me and everything. My parents, they are in Gauteng. Whenever they call, they will call me, hey, woza nangu umamakho. When I try to cry on the phone, uyadefa wena umamakho makakhuluma nawe. Things like that. So one day I was from school. Uh, a man came to me and said, I know you. Umngani womntwanami wena ne? I said, yes. I also didn't know that man. Wangibeza kubhayisikila, sadriver that bicycle. Wafika, saya komunye umuzi, he knocked. He was looking for his friend. That means both him and his friend, they were gonna do something to me. Then
Okay,
my
hold on.
figure,
Imaganan Precious, I'm trying to calculate something here. Now, after you tried Uglala Nalo Babalo,
I
how
did
many?
that.
Yeah, I know you tried. You tried. Now, so between Lobabalo that you tried to seduce, how many people had entered you?
It was only him and those boys as usual.
So let's say 5.
Let's say 6 or 7.
Okay, continue.
Then we went to that guy's house, Wakokota, we didn't get him. Asimtholanga. Then driver ngebhayisikila saya emahlathini. He just put me on top of his lap. He didn't do anything. He shake his waist, then he say go. But I believe if he found his friend that day, they were gonna rape me and they were gonna kill me same time.
So are we counting the bicycle guy as 7?
He didn't do anything. The
Okay, so
bicycle guy.
we are still on 6.
He was wearing his clothes. He just put me on top of his lap. Then he said, I think he was scared because he wanted to do that thing with his friend, but he
Okay,
didn't find his friend.
got it.
Yes. Then he said he let me go. I walked home. I continued going to school as normal, and those boys, it was a normal thing as usual because the age, they were 16, 17, 18, those boys that time. It was a normal thing. Abomamkulu abuse and everything. Until I started faking the seizures. That's when most of the things stopped.
But when a Precious we a PE seizure that you
I
started
didn't
copying.
see the seizure anyway. I've
Okay.
never seen feet or anything. It's something that came in my mind. I fake seizures. Abomamkhulu wami will say, hey, unesilwane and everything. Until one day they took me to in Isangoma. They took me to that person. That man, he demanded that I should go with him to Mozambique. And that man, he got 5 wives. There's a small child, umfazi wakhe futhi khona lapho ke. He demanded ukuthi next week sizohamba siye Mozambique ngizomlapha khona. Week passed. The next day we're supposed to go. My mom ufike then a day before. Makafika athi ngiphuphe nihambisa umntwana. I dreamed you took my child somewhere, and that man wanted to make my child his 6th wife. Why will you do that? Then that's when abomamkhulu tell him, we're busy, we are faint, uhamba ngathi inyoka. She's having seizures, we don't understand what is happening, so that's the reason we took her there. Um, that day, that's when my mom come and fetch me from Elon, from Pumalanga. We came back to Gauteng. That's when a new chapter started
Oh,
again
so that's
because
how you survived the Mozambique trip. So you never went.
no, I never went. I
Okay.
survived the
But
Mozambique trip.
Bebalians and Mozambique Precious. What was
I don't
Bebalians?
know. I
Okay.
don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, I
Okay.
survived the Mozambique trip. Okay. We came to Gauteng because I was used of raising myself. Wengakhona ukuhlala under a roof where there's rules.
Yeah.
Now I'm used to ukuthi when I'm at home, I'll do anything as much as I please kagogo lena. I'll come even 12 o'clock in the night. I'll do a lot of things by myself. So at home, there's rules. My parents, they are very strict. Mind you, I've never told them about the rape and other things. Even today, I've never, because
Because you are
my
scared
father
to
will
talk to
die.
them.
I'm not scared. My father will die.
Okay.
Um, Those seizures, I never stopped them since I came back to Gauteng. Started having seizures. My mom, she doesn't believe in Sangoma or any other things. They'll take me to hospitals. They'll say we don't see anything, but maybe she got fits. Those fits, they're hiding on her. They're giving me treatment, epilepsy treatments and whatsoever. I'll always be esibhedlela nje. There was a day where I tried to commit suicide because I was tired now. No one could understand what I'm carrying on me. It was too much heavy. That's why I was crying out for help with anything that I think of.
So you tried to commit suicide by taking pills, by harming yourself?
By drinking pills.
Okay.
So when I tried to commit suicide, when I just doze off after drinking those pills. Then I dream where there was steps going to heaven. When I reached that gate, there was a man standing there. He said to me, "No, go back. It's not your time yet. Go fix your life. You're still young for this, and you have a bigger purpose for lento zenzayo." Then I'm sure I wake up after some minutes. I don't know how long I was sleeping. Then when I wake up, I confessed to my mom that, "Mama, those seizures I had was fake." It
Yeah.
was only, remember that years past, I was faking a seizure. On treatment, on everything. Doctors tried to find out what is wrong with this child. Because now I could handle inality ingena in me without moving. Because there was a nurse one day who said, "Lo mntwana uyazenzisa lo." She took a nali, she poked me in my skin. She poked like, "Ngifuna ukubona uyazenzisa lo mntwana, uyahlanya lo." And I was so stiff that I didn't even move.
But ubzwile ubuhlungu.
Yes.
So you could mask the pain as well.
Yes. Remember that
So,
I could max pain from other traumas, so that one was not even a bigger thing. But putting a needle next until zifika next to my bones, it was something else. Because I think today I still even have the hole here on my hand. I don't know if you can see a small hole there.
yeah, like lapezulu. Yeah, like hold on, let me do it this side. Yeah, like here.
Yes. Yes. That's the hole where she poked me to see ukuthi ngiyazenzisa or not. Yes, bengizenzisa, but now I could even kuyibamba leyo pain and say it's fine.
But okay, Precious, let me ask this because everything it seems like it happened use primary school. Were you passing
No,
well
lapho
in the
wesengikhulile,
primary?
lapho
No, I'm
wesengikhulakhulile
going
lapho.
back a little bit. So in primary, bo passa kahle, where your performance
Yes,
was good in school.
yes,
Okay, let's go
yes.
to high school. How was it in high school?
It was fine until I drop out masengifika because ngihleli ngapha years drop out ku-grade 10. Sengibalekile ekhaya ngasakhona. I'll read to that side.
Okay. Precious, 1 second. Hold on. Guys, we are saying no crying emojis and no broken hearts. Because when you post ama crying emojis and broken hearts, TikTok is going to block our live. TikTok is going to know that there are people who are crying, about 251 of them. So, guys, if you don't want this live to be blocked, please do not use crying emojis or broken hearts. There is an emoji that looks like a cloud and it's got rain. You rather use that, okay? So my moderators are not being funny, guys. My moderators, they know if you still want to stay here and be part of the live, do not use crying emojis. Do not use the broken heart. There is one that looks like a cloud and yeah, it's like it's raining. You rather use that. Thank you so much. Continue, Precious. So high school bowuphasa kahle.
Ngiphasa yonke indawo. I had a teacher who understood. There will be times where maybe ngizoyehla kancane and she'll be angry with me ukuthi yabona manje uyayehla khuphula amasocks akho khuphula. So she used to push me so much hard. So I was not failing. I was not umntana onenkinga from at school. Just the problems I had were different with school.
But you know, Precious Ezukuluma, were you a child who was scared to talk?
I was a child who showed ukuthi I need help with an action,
Not with words. Okay.
not with words, because my mom was very strict in a way that you will not talk with her. Okay. Njengoba ngisho ukuthi I did confess after ukuthi I had these fits I was having, they were fake. From there she lost so much trust in me ukuthi one day ngiyama ema-periodini ngiya kuye and tell her ukuthi I'm on my periods. She didn't believe me until one day ngihamba ngebhuruku umngane wakhe abona ngiblothile amtshela ukuthi umntanakho ubona usiblothele. That's when she believed me. So we didn't have that relationship with my parents, or I didn't have a relationship with someone ukuthi ngikhona ukukhuluma.
I hear you. Because I think, Mina, if I compare myself to you, I think half of the society would have known. Because Mina, I got an orange, I will talk about it. I got a marshmallow, I will talk about it. So I was a very vocal child. They didn't wait for me to show actions, Uti. There's something wrong with Naledi. No, I spoke. Even if a man
I
was
mean, I
doing
was
this, I
not.
would scream in front of my father and say, he is touching me. That is how I was. So that's why I'm trying to compare Uguti. But why did you swallow everything inside? But you showed by action. I got it.
Yes. After ngikhulumile nomama wami ukuthi okay, these feet were not real bengizenzisa and 1 2 3. From there she never trusted me and I never feel comfortable endlini ukuthi okay, this is fine, because noma bengisema-periodini I could not tell her ukuthi mama ngisema-periodini. I would prefer to look for an old cloth, and not ukuthi there's no money, and not ukuthi she will not give me if I come and tell her. But I would prefer to use an old cloth, go wash it, ngiyisebenzisele mina. Now I was independent by myself. I would create things for myself. Cause besengijwayele ukuthi okay, in Mpumalanga vele now ngizikhulisile that side. And not ukuthi ekhaya they did umamama, I don't think she had a problem with me. Or she will say I was the one ongekho open kuye. And because I was used to raise myself, I end up running away from home at the age of 17.
You ran away from home.
I ran away from home.
Why?
I came to Joburg. First day in Joburg, I met a guy.
Wait, Precious, wait. So you say at the age of what?
I think 17 or 16, between there. I'm
Okay.
not really sure. I don't
Now
remember, guys.
take me. I'm a very logic person. Take
Mm.
me to Precious at 16, thinking about running away. Did you plan it or did you wake up and go?
Remember, a child that had raised herself and a child that was raised by a parent, they are two different things. This one, she will wake up and say, Mama, please, Mina, I'll make a decision now. And poof,
So you got up and you left.
I got up. We did things. I was washing that day. Impahla ekhaya. Busy washing. Then I was like, mm-mm. Remember one thing, ne? I was very honest with everything essentially in household. I never stole money from my parents. I never did anything funny endlini. I was a good child endlini. I will cook, I will clean, I will do everything. But because now the pressure yabazali ukuthi you must be home at 6, line cleaners, Pumi, after this time, here we do things this way. I'm no longer used to that situation. So now I needed that freedom, ephuma kimi. So one day wengiwasha ekhaya, then I decided ukuthi yazi kuthini, ngiqedile bazosala bazirinsa le mpahla, let me just go. I
Yeah.
left ngaza eJoburg that same night. Ngifike I think la eJoburg ngabo 6 because yokuba mnyama. So mangifika la eJoburg ngihamba ngase taxi rank isikhathi eside ngingazazi ukuthi ngizoyaphi. It was very cold that day. Then there's this boy who came to me and say, ufunani la? Ngathi yo angazi nami. He said, let's go to my house. I have a place yokulala. We went. That place was shared of amakhethini. You know Joburg ihlukile.
Yeah.
Indawo yokushare amakhethini. Then we went there.
Hold on, but
Intercourse
hold on, a Precious. Ubalega from Gupi. Where are you running away
from
from?
home. From
Where's
home is
home?
not far. Katlehong
Okay, to Joburg
to
CBD.
CBD.
Okay.
Yes. I went with him. We had intercourse. The next day he bought me. I just left him ngaya ka-aunt. My aunt was staying in Captain Park. I went to my aunt's house. They opened for me a gate and she was at work. They opened for me at the gate. After opening for me, ngaya endlini, I took her clothes, gowns, dresses, wigs, ngazifaka ebhekini ngaphuma back. I came back to Joburg. I went to sit at Park Station phakathi. When I was sitting there at Park Station, another girl approached me. She said, "Hi, Dalu uhleli lana. What are you doing in Joburg?" I was like, "No, I wanna start life. It's just boring and what. She said, "No, come, Masambe, you can come and stay with me at apartment yakhe in Wonders." Then I went there, ngahlala naye. I went back home. Going back home, ngidrope out angithi esikoleni. They tried to enroll me ku-Abet school e-Aronimedi in Katlehong. I dropped out. I met a friend who was smoking in Yaopi, but I didn't smoke. When ngihlala naye, they were smoking each and every time. I'll watch them. The only thing I started smoking it was cigarette. I'll go with them. I'll escort her wherever she wants to go. We'll do things. Then I was like, the lifestyle here in location is boring. I prefer the one in Joburg. I came back to Joburg to that my same friend. She started teaching me how they survive, how they pay rent, how they do things. I started drinking. Survival, obvious, you need to have
You
intercourse with
started drinking
someone.
alcohol.
Yes, I started drinking alcohol. Um, obvious for you to survive, you need to have intercourse with someone. So I was very choosy at that time, and I had my rules. If we went in a group to a bar, we're going to drink. If I say no, I say no. If I don't want this, I don't want this. So I will escort my friend. There's a place where they used to go where they were Malawian guys. They will head in intercourse now for 5 rand because in Joburg there's places where you can buy food for 10 rand. Yes, them, not me then, because me I was very choosy. I had my rules, so much rules. So after escorting them, that day I make a rule which I'll never settle for 5 rand. You know, there's a way you'll talk, especially around that lifestyle. I'll never settle for 5 rand. Uh, just to have intercourse with someone for me to have food. Then I started having boyfriends around the area, knowing that if I'm desperate, I'll go to this guy or the other guy instead of going around per day having intercourse with 10 or 5 people. So I avoided that lifestyle. I had a boyfriend, my first baby daddy, or my firstborn, him. I had a boyfriend in
So,
Peria.
baby daddy, ubaba ka boy boy.
Baby daddy baba we first born him is boy. The other two I
Okay.
got them with my marriage. Yes. I had a boyfriend in Perea. I had a boyfriend in Bree. I had a boyfriend in there's this point in Hillbrook called High Point. So to avoid ukamba ulala, I preferred rather let me just have that 6 or 7 boyfriend instead of sleeping with different people every day.
So bayakubhadala labantu, are they all paying you?
They know as they are dating me, but obvious when I think that thing is already in someone's mind around in Joburg that there's no way you sleep with a girl in the morning, she just wake up and go.
Okay.
Yes, maybe you'll give me maybe 300, 500 something. So in the group of my friends started hating me because of the rules I had about a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because they were doing anything that they see that they can do. I was choosing. Like if today we go to a club, I say I'm not drinking today. I will not drink, no matter what. So they started hating me. They started isolating themselves. So I was that one man standing now to ngiziphilele yami impilo until I met this other lady. She said, "No, I have a business. Esingayenza sithu. When we go, we use eye drop.
Aibo.
Sifaka entweni yomuntu, then umakalele will take something from him. At least that's the better way to survive instead of
Okay,
sleeping with
hold on,
people."
Precious. You are putting the eye drops in their drink
Yes,
so that they become sleepy.
yes.
Okay.
Then we search them. Then came another business.
So
Those boys who were
uyitsotsi
stealing.
manje kahle kahle, Precious, uyitsotsi because you are
Yes,
chosen from them. Okay.
yes. But I still have those my boyfriend for bitter days.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
Now you are at what age? Now, Joburg.
uh, between that 17, 18, I haven't reached yet
Okay.
20.
So let's say 18. Remember, ngaleso sikhathi you have slept with 6 people. Now by
Hmm.
18,
Uh, because when I came to Joburg, I did sleep around before disciplining myself and say no. I did. So angazi ukuthi bayingaki, I didn't count.
okay, let's continue.
Yes. Now remember ukuthi it's a night of drinking each and every night because now you need to attract the ones who have money and angeke uhlale ngamanzi because when you are holding water they will know that there's something wrong. Uh Time goes, now I get used to alcohol. Now I'm drinking almost every day. Alcohol doesn't get me drunk manje because I'm used to that alcohol. Angisadakwi
So
manje.
what are you drinking? Beer, wine, hot stuff, or you
Uh,
mixer?
I'm a cider, mostly I'm a cider girl. I used to drink there was this alcohol called ish I forget, but also mixed with Smirnoff Ifabuko. I forget that name. But I'm on your own tail, Uma Tails manje.
Okay, you used to drink apple cider, so okay.
I'm a cider, yes. So now I drink every day. Um, Figure other guys they introduce themselves to us. We say, okay, Tina, this is what we do. We hijack imoto, Tina.
Ah,
But with business lane, I think sizosebenza sonke.
now you have upgraded.
Yes.
Qhubeka,
With
Precious.
the business lane, I think sizosebenza sonke. When you get the guy drunk, if imoto right, les engatshontsheka, we take the car, we sell, we share the money.
So lo
We,
muntu nizomudla the money on himself, and you are also going to take his car.
Tina will search the guy, will take money, phone, anything that is sellable. Then them they will come for the car, bazosherela imali.
So Ganani, how much was the share? Like 2,000, 3,000?
No, the share of the car was 50, 60.
Rand.
Bigger than that. Yes, depend of the model. Sometimes 20. It was not even less than 10,000 if the car
Oh,
imodel yakhona
1,000.
yakudala. Yes.
Precious, you knew money most while you were still young.
Yes.
10,000.
Yes.
Okay, continue. So now, nibathathela imali, anything valuable. If they have a car, it's a share. Okay, continue.
Mm-hmm. Um, we'll do those rounds until when what happened? Okay, I used to drink a lot. So now remember is those guys, ne? If one guy young damper, I'll get another one. So it was mixed in these guys. There were South Africans, Nigerians, any inhlobo nje, it was fine with me as long as I get what I want from you. Benganandaba. One day, I was sitting down. We decided ukuthi masiphume with my friend. Ngoba kudala sihleli lana. Masiphuma, when we went to next to Fontana's Far, we met this woman who came to us and say, Nina, stopani lento enizenzayo. Some of you, now I recruited those friend of mine laba bangizonda. Ngabafundisa this business. So now we know it's no longer two of us in this game. Ngibafakile, I recruited them back. Ngabafundisa, I showed them. So I was called small around wengaziwa eWanderers nase Hillbrow engidume
So,
kakhulu.
Mamela, before we are pumping, just let me know how did you spend 10,000?
uh Alcohol, food, the rent, ayikho into engakhombisa yona ukuthi this is what I bought with that
Okay.
money I used to do. There's nothing. Alcohol, food, clothes, fun, enjoyment nje kwaphela.
I Kubega small.
So I was called small because vele ngimncane and I was so thin. So wengaziwa eBeria, eHillbrow. Then the other name I used, it was a fake name created Palisa ngalo. So if you don't call me small, you'll call me Palisa.
So Upanesa is the name you just created, nickname.
I just created for myself.
Hayi wenze kahle wathatha uPalisa. Hayi chubeka uPalisa.
I created that name for myself until one day again we met this woman. She gave us warning and say, stop what you are doing. Nizolimala, nizobulalwa, abanye bazoboshwa, abanye benu bazohlanya.
Bazohlanya.
We didn't stop. Yes. Remember what you are doing. Pella, there's no one who leave you after we hijacked your car, we set your house, we took your phone, we took all of your money. Sometimes if you did that to a Nigerian mafika endlini yakhe, there's a lot of money. There's phones, there's car and other things. So I think there's some people who will go somewhere and consult.
Oh, so it's
So
a
that's what
dangerous
she
game.
meant ukuthi bazohlanya, ukuthi
Okay.
sizophoswa. Um so I'm reading you the
Mamela,
comment.
Sol, distract our comments. Don't be distracted by the comments. Don't worry. My role,
I didn't have
my
account
role.
bank account.
No, yekela my comments. Uyabona, so far you've been doing well. You've not been distracted by Mina. When I precious for you being here, I promise you that I am going to protect you and your story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a moderator, Zwami. I've been counting. We are on 12 people we've blocked. I am telling you. I am here
Okay,
to
yeah.
protect you and your story. So, you were on the party of Utimanje. Lo sisi lo ubani? Who's this lady who's coming
We don't
towards
know.
you?
We don't know that lady. It's just a stranger. Sokho Hamba. We were walking in group. Then someone stopped us and said, Lona, tlogela ntho e le e dirang. Le tlo hlanya. Nizoboshwa. Abanye benu bazofa.
Hmm.
So Then she came to me and said, when God have bigger things for you. And
So,
what you are doing, you, it's like, you see, when ufaka amazambane, one pot, hey, let me just leave that part. Umosha impilo yakho. So
so
stop this thing you're
in a
doing.
nutshell, upointe wena out at wena.
She started by warning all of us. Then she came to me and said, God have bigger plans for you. Stop this thing we are doing, and God have so much riches for you. He said I should tell you that do not forget him the day he's gonna bless you, and stop this nonsense. And then she walked away.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And now, you know, now I'm thinking you are at a place now where it's getting, and I think it started
Yes,
small, ne? Now so bamba. But when Precious, it 10,000. Bebakunikeza cash, like cash, like
yes, abasinikeza yona straight.
yo, hi,
Mesiyithola. Then we didn't listen to her. Now I met with my long distance cousin, but I'm doing things with his girlfriend. We met here at Joburg. So at home they don't know that we are together with that my cousin. But I'm doing things with his girlfriend. So one day the girlfriend and other friends of mine, they went, I was not around. Then they went and stole imali sangoma.
hi.
Then the other
Hayi,
girl, the girl,
ima
her
kancane, ima
and that girl,
kancane. We need a wow. Bathunta imali yesangoma.
yes.
Correct.
Then it was both of them, her and another girl called Silly. Silly died 2 days after. Then the girlfriend, a cousin, she disappeared since even today. Asimazi ukuthi kuyenzekeni ngayo.
When you said,
Mina, I didn't go with them. You ngisho ukuthi mina, I had rules. If today, okay, I had this thing, ne? When I'm not supposed to go out, I'll feel heavy. That will be my sign of not going out. I'll feel heavy, I'll be sick, or I'll just be moody. I'll know today is not the day. Let me not go out and stay home. So after that episode, because we are in Joburg, sikhohlwa fast. One day, me and my friends went Echwalen to drink. When we went to drink, someone spied ufake something on our own alcohol that day. The DJ. So
ufakeni uDJ ukuthi nidakwe.
ukuthi sidakwe. But mina, I didn't get drunk. Why? I don't know. Everyone got drunk. The DJ came to me and said, what type of a human being are you? Ngifake something laphayana and phakathi kwabo bonke abantu and ngifuna wena straight. Awudakwanga. Why? How come? Then because I used to look after my friends, I had to call my boyfriend to come and fetch abangani bami so bashiya eflatini. Remember la hlala khona, there was our room and there were boys who were staying in the other room which they were sharing ama-curtain. Ngifika lapho-ke sishiya abangani bami. I went to my boyfriend's place, we slept. In the morning mangifika, my friends were crying. I asked them, what's the problem? But we don't know what happened yesterday. And now we wake up, we had semen
Ah,
under us. I was like, there's no way because in here, mm. So I was like, there's no way because in Shela and abantu abala endlini, it was these boys. Those guys were from Mozambique. So sonke vele we look at them and say, Nina, you did something. After 1 week, they moved out because bayazi ukuthi abayenzeni.
Yeah.
I think that week I took a break ngabuya ngaya kithi. That's when I went back ekhaya ngafika ngaxolisa
But
ngakhuluma
Precious,
nabo.
you have disappeared for such a long time. Mommy and Daddy, what are they saying?
They were looking for me, obvious. But that after that 1 week episode later to I went home. Ngafika ngakhuluma
What
nabazali
do you
bami.
mean they were looking for you? They made pamphlets, they were asking people.
No, but they were looking for me. They didn't make pamphlets. They were asking people, friends that laba babazi before and other people. But since bangangitholanga, they just sit down and say uzobuya. So I went ekhaya ngafika ngahlala nabo for 2 weeks. For me to come back in Joburg, I found out ukuthi they made a name ngegama lami. Ukuthi I killed someone, I was arrested.
Precious! Full stop. Guys.
I'm being accused of murder. So wule 2 weeks I went home to lungisa that relationship with my parents. People think I have killed someone and everyone believes it because when I came back I found abangani bami, they were sitting in there's this tavern we used to go and sophumula kulo when we are tired of doing all those nonsense. We just go there and chill and breathe in and out. So when I got there, I found them there. They were sitting there, and all of them they were shocked to see me. So I went to one of them. I asked her, "Why are you wearing my clothes?"
Aibo.
She said, no, sorry, what. So that thing didn't sit well with me because she's not hygienic and a tight was something special for me. Clothes are something, so there are things that are personal game, special like clothes, bra, pant, and tight and everything. So she was wearing my tight. Mangifika kuye, she moved from the table. She started shouting at me. Mangifika toilet ngithi, no, I'm talking with you and when you're shouting. She started saying, kill me, ngibulale, angithi wena ubulala abantu, ngibulale. I was like, what's happening? Why will you say ngibulala abantu? Then when I heard the story, I also took that story, put it on my head. So everyone was scared of me, even guys around that place. So when they see me, they say, small, the smallest, bazophamisa isandla nje, bathi, yeah, wena. So I took that story. So when someone tried to come to me and ask me,
Precious. Lo muntu oshonile, is it a man? Is it an older man?
listen, the story now, me, I'm about to create the story. The one day, less of us create it, but I'm about to create it in my own way. So, since telling a group, they're asking me, how did you kill someone? I said, no, I didn't kill someone. We just found ngamhlabalana, ukumhlabalana, wableeda, waya esibhedlela. Makafika esibhedlela, wasurvive, uku-ICU as we talk. So now
I
I'm
chest
creating
are
the
small,
story. Whoever,
chest are small. Uwafaka ku-ICU.
yes, whoever created that story, nami now I'm creating it ngendlela yami manje ukuthi okay,
Oh,
this
I
is what
see.
happened. So
Uya-ega, ufuna sifane no-small, si-accommodate u-small. Okay.
yes, so now abangibuza ukuthi manje uphume kanjani, ngithi mina angiphumanga, yabona ibha lesilwela kuwo umnikazi waleyo club uhambisa i-video footage kumaphoyisa ukuthi mina wengisidefender yabo. Now I'm like
You know what you did there when small. You took the story and you said, I'm going to write on it. And
yes,
I'm running with it and it's going to make me famous. And that's what, Bona, Viva Small, guys, Viva Small. Hamba nawe Small. So now you are creating it in a way yokuthi wena hayi umhlabile nje.
I didn't want to say amanga what yabo. So I created ukuthi njengoba ngibone loya angisaba, sho ukuthi everyone will be scared of me.
Hayi
So
tata.
that's then ngabatshela ukuthi no, umnikazi webha uhambisa i-video footage ukuthi defend, and the girl engimshayile, she was so big, tall, and she was a Xhosa. I don't know why I chose Xhosa, but I know because of amaXhosa, they used to bully us masiye endaweni yokuphuza. Most of them, they have that big body, yabo. So ngithi she was big and a Xhosa. I just saw myself sengimhlabile sakawe phansi. That's what I said. From that day, everyone was scared of me. Even the guys who will come to me and say, "Ngiyakuthanda mara wena uzongibulala."
So someone never father. I small dangerous.
So indaba lena, a week after I found out ukuthi I was 3 weeks pregnant, ifike naku baby daddy. So wakangasangifuni naduze naye. In a way ukuthi he hated me so much. After some month, before that month, one day me and my friend, we went out. So my friend uwumuntu osebenzisa imithi to attract men. So that day I said to her, I don't do that type of a thing, but I can challenge you. Today I'm gonna get a man, and then when you'll not get anything. So it was like it's a curse to her. Lena ngikhulumile. So she was fighting with me, saying no, umuthi lona uyasebenza. I was saying no, mina ngisona, I will attract a man today. We went out. There's this place called Underground. Sahlala lapho-ke. From Underground we moved, we went to another bar. Uma sifika sihlala lapho-ke, a guy came to me straight aza kimi. Wafika wangibulisa, wangibuza ukuthi ngiright, ngathi ya. Wathi ngicela amanamba akho, ngathi I don't have a phone. Wakhipha ifoni esikhwameni wanginikeza. Remember her mutis ibiza amadoda nemali.
Okay.
Yes. So ngamtshela ugayi ukuthi mina I don't have a phone. Wakhipha ifoni wanginikeza, wakhipha 2,000 rand, wathi bamba. You'll buy a time and drink for tonight. Then ahamba that guy, but I took his number ngoba ifoni it was his. Then mina nomngani wami we went down. Masifika phansi, we went to Ewanras. Masifika lapho, we started fighting because of ilona eyenzekile. Lento eyenzekile. She started calling me names. Wena umthakathi, wena you this. We fought, and we were both same month pregnant.
Hi, Bo.
Yes, mina my time was very small, and I think that time I was 7 months pregnant.
But
I didn't notice. Wengabonakali, and nami ngithole late ukuthi pregnant because I even tried ukusikhipha isiso.
Azange siphume.
Umntwana wathi forever wena, wahlala nje. Then I went home. Senya ekhaya ngani nesiso manje. Mangifika ekhaya siyabonakala. My father got angry in a way ukuthi azange angifune endlini. Ngathola umntwana esibhedlela, ngihleli 2 months esibhedlela, babhizi babuzana ukuthi manje senzani ngawe. I was like the captain of emawodini nje. Nawe sengazi yonke into ukuthi kuyenzekani. They will ask me, buza lawyer. So
So captain, girl.
was the new captain. So until umama moved me, wakhuluma necousin yami ukuthi ngizwe ngihleli naye. Then when my son was 6 months, he got very sick. Kumele sisuke from eThembisa, we come back this side. He got admitted for 2 months esibhedlela. Then that's when my father started forgiving me. He welcomed me back endlini, salungisa. But because me being me, ngabaleka. Ngibaleka umntwana wami sakayenza 2 years. Ngabaleka.
Precious. So now the child is about to turn 2 years. You ran away.
Yeah, yes. So into engibalekisile that day, you know when kholi isasa i-grant for umntwana. So umama wami unginikeza ikhathi ukuthi hamba uthenga ama-pampers, ngilahla ikhathi. Ngifike endlini ngimtshela ukuthi ngilahla ikhathi. She didn't believe me. She thought maybe ngithatha imali to do other things. Then I was like, what's the reason ezokwenza ukuthi ungicabangele into enjalo ngoba imali into engayithathi la endlini. Ngafika I think I just wear my jacket ngathi ngiyabuya ngisiyobheka ikhathi angilitholanga ngahamba. Mangifika eJoburg, I didn't go ebafane. Oh, I'm lying. I did met someone. That guy used to date my friend. Ngahlala naye because I didn't love the guy. Ngafuna umsebenzi. Now I was working at tavern selling beer as a waitress. I left the guy, ngahlala etavern. I'm bio, so I started dating this other lady wakasebenza laphayana e-reception.
Precious, whoa, hold on, whoa, guys, we are going on ad break. Precious, you can't be dropping that one. You can't be dropping that one. Yay. Guys, what did Small say? Hey, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Ashen udla nepaloni. Guys,
No, my neck.
Small. Udla i-Russian, udla nepaloni.
Yeah. Remember now, Guti, I just dumped that guy, but he's always coming to workplace. So angisafuni because I stayed with him not because I wanted to, but because I was desperate for indawo yokuhlala. I need to remember ukuthi ngihambe 2 years phela ngithi in Joburg. And when I wait before ngizeke there,
Precious, I'm still stuck
I
on one
forgot to
thing.
tell you something.
Hold on. How did you know Uguti, you like baloney? How did you discover?
Okay, I discovered when I was young. Remember when I told you Gutabo Mamkulu used to call me ugly and what? Then I took that my ugliness. I started acting like a boy sometimes. I'll have that thing. So they build it sexually, not with yeah.
Okay, what did you forget to tell me?
Kanong finish. I forget because I have a lot.
I got a baloney. You got
It's
me.
fine. Mangikumbula, I'll let you know. Okay, when I came back in Joburg, remember it was 2 years now. My friends were arrested. Remember umama loya oswonile?
Yeah.
So mina, I was saved by my pregnancy, ne? My friends were arrested. The gay one, ngihlangane naye ehleli ngase-Joburg Park, mentally ill and smelling. The other one was smoking nyawupe. Lababanye, it's me and the one who fought, I think who survived because she also got married. She moved to a Cape Town. So the others were Nyawupes, arrested, mentally ill, plus the one who died. So everything that women talked, it
Yeah.
manifested itself. Yes. So I mean, I was saved by my pregnancy. So when I came back, I met the Emmanuel guy. Ngihambe ngayohlala naye. But I discovered ukuthi no, actually I don't like this guy because I don't enjoy anything about him manje. I'm just ngihlala naye nje ngoba anginandawo yokuhlala manje ngidinga indawo to start afresh. Now I don't have that group where ikhona ecaleni senyamalele that group because I was the captain yakhona.
Yeah, and abanye sebashonile.
Abanye bashonile, abanye baboshwiwe nje. That group isaphalele. Some smoke nyawupe and everything. So I moved to Emmanuel ngayofuna umsebenzi ngasebenza. Ngithola umsebenzi same day mina manje ufuna. But hayi vele sifuna umuntu ngawuthola same day. Then 2 weeks after ngithola umsebenzi ngaya ku-Emmanuel to try to look for my clothes angizitholanga. Ngamshaya that guy in a bad
Washaya
way.
the guy.
Yes, because I didn't get my clothes. My clothes were taken by amanye amantombazana awaletha. So I was angry ukuthi uletha amantombazana lana and still wesiphatha lawo mantombazana athatha ney'mpahla zami ungijwayela kabi. Ngamshaya. He even said, yo, in my life I've never been beaten by a woman this way. Ngathi do not wake the colored in me because I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, since Vele Usmol has killed someone before. Anyway, what does Small? Why are you moving away from Indaba Yepaloni ne Russian?
I'm going back there. Then since ngibona ukuthi okay no Emmanuel angeke ngisahlala naye. I'm tired actually ukuhlala no Emmanuel. Then the girl osebenza from that same bar, she shelled at me. Then
Ay,
ngamcoma. Uma ngimcoma then because there was a competition in that bar, the owner, the girl and working there. So I was like, no, you owner will never. Actually, I'm tired from sleeping. I just want something different. Ngacoma ugeli.
Ima Precious, let's rewind. The girl from the bar shellered you, and you said yes.
Yes,
Najola Vele.
we dated. We stayed together. Sifika sonke emsebenzini sihamba sonke same time. I worked there, so I found out ukuthi everyone was working la ngisebenza khona was smoking nyawube or cat. So the girl was smoking cat yena.
Girlfriend
Uh,
wow.
yes, I was only drinking mina mangifuna ukuphuza.
Okay, Ima
So
Precious, my mind is stuck somewhere. So when I no girl, when a girlfriend, girl, boyfriend.
yes. No, me, I'm so stubborn. Let me put it in a way. We just exchange because mina stubborn angifuna ukutshela you. So she was wakawazi ukuthi mangithe no ngithe no. So let me just say ukulingana nje.
Or 50-50.
50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone was working there, was smoking in Yawupe. Imanager encane wayibhema inyawupe. She was smoking cat. DJ was smoking nyawupe and cat. Other people in the kitchen, they were doing their own things. Then I was like, why is everyone smoking like Linda Wole?
Now your story is starting to sound like Siga Tulani, where Utulani
Yes.
said when she was working in the restaurant, she would go to the toilet and everyone has their own line. I think that's where she hit you, ne? That's when you realize
Mm.
ukuthi wena no Tulani fana fan.
So, why is everyone smoking? But I mean, I've never smoked. As the self-control I had, I even asked God today, which I, bro, God, thank you. But okay, everyone was smoking. Ngaphandle ke owner, ama-owner wawayithu in that place. So, one day I asked someone, ohlala aza laphaya, because izinto sizibona laphaya, eh, you six, abantwana abana-16 obathola laphayana bahamba namadoda. A lot of things, there were children who are selling their self nje, so there were runaways abaningi nje laphaya njengami nje. So I asked someone ukuthi why is everyone smoking? Athi no, remember ukuthi this is a bar and each and every owner uyathwala.
Aye.
Athi watch what will happen uh this week. Athi there's no month kungaphumi isidumbu lana. Mina it's my
Aye.
first month, remember. Yes. So when he said so, then I started noticing something about me. I said, yes, this thing you're talking. Each and every time, immediately Puma outside the door, I gain my strength back. But immediately Ganala, I become a zombie. I become something different. In a week, someone pepper sprayed that place, ne? Our boss, wambamba, wamushaya in a way, Gucci. this place Weyileng. Amaphoyisa mawafika lapha athi ayi asizingeni because he pays the cops, right? Afika athi ayi asizingeni. Bathatha umuntu loyo-ke bamshaya bamlahlela ngaphansi. I think that guy died. But angizange ngaphumela because I was still on the counter. Bamshaya, bamkhiphela ngaphandle. A week after, I was ngitshayisa itafula, inyawo lami la bleed. When it bleeder, the cats from that bar started running after my blood and started gathering.
Hey, Precious, slow. Buyela, go back to where you hit your foot on the table. Buyela la.
I hit my heat on the table, my leg on the table. Ooh, Nkosi yami, English. I hit my leg on the table. Then, like I had a cut because I was wearing sandals. So I started bleeding, and then umuntu bleed kakhulu when I bleed. Then the cat started gathering around igazi lelo. Then I got scared. I pushed them away. I wiped my blood. 2 days after, me, that girl, and the DJ were siphuma ebar siya endlini. On our way from eflatini, Joburg has ama-flat angithi each and every corner. Someone from nowhere with a loud voice said, "Yay! Nina lapho-ke, ngicela nimeni lapho-ke." Because where we are about to go, something might happen. Mind you, we're going home from work angithi, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Kumnyama la ngaphandle. Then those guys were trying to ukusforce la udlala ngathi, and she said, "I know you're going to pass a spa and go straight. Remember before spa there's many corners kuthiwe singajika ngazo singene kuzo." Then I said to these girls, "Guys, lo muntu uthi sondlula e-spa and we're going to pass a spa. So why don't we wait and listen? There are many corners esingandlula ngawo. Why angakhulumanga ngawo?" But she really knows our way ukuthi sondlulaphi. Then after that we simile for some minutes. Then have warned us, "Hey, do not go there. Please stand there. Something may happen if in a hump." So we stood there. I think around 5. She said, "Amen. You guys can now go. You all safe. I have prayed." Remember, we don't see where is the voice coming from. Each and every floor good dark. We just guessing laphaya. Then my heart unembeza, inhliziyo yami iphampa ishaya ngenye indlela. 5 o'clock when we passed there, sindlula kune is it the silver sail covering someone?
Yeah, le.
Yes. We passed there, kune silver sail ikhavare umuntu. Then I said to them, "You see, why is it good? Why right ukumamela umuntu sometimes? Ukuma lapha, there's nothing happened. We just stood there and the security and we were sitting inside the shelter after some time. So imagine if it was one of us in this foil."
Yo, Nkosi yami.
We went home. After a month, ngisebenze laphayana, I didn't like the place. They gave me imali yami. They wanted to make me a manager, but I refused the offer because the other manager was on drugs. So they felt like I can handle.
Precious, we manager already because the cats have eaten your blood. We manager. We manager for sure. Okay, they almost wanted to
Yeah,
make you a manager, but you left before you were a manager.
yeah. I told them no, thank you. I took imali engiyisebenzelile for that month. I think mina no Kelotso we just broke up kancane. Then I met some guy. That guy was very good, but because angizange ngimthande naye, I end up leaving him. I met my friend from EXM. That's when the trouble started again. Siqale sahamba ukuphuza, drinking, making money in a wrong way. Yeah. What else?
So so
Then
Ukeletso is the only Poloni you've dated.
is the only Paloni, but being naughty, there's other Palonis.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So after mina nomngani wami, we started doing wrong things to make money, to pay our rent, to do things. I prayed to God and say, God, I'm tired of this life. They're doing bad things to make money, same old things. One day, I prayed, I talked with God straight, with God, I'm tired of this life.
Yeah.
Because now, sometimes, I will walk because I ran away from my friends and I didn't want to go with them or go sleep with someone. So imagine walking alone in the street of Joburg in the night until ilanga livela.
Mm.
Imagine in winter, there was this winter year 2012, there was snowy, running away from guys that you thought these guys may do something good. Yes, you do sleep with people for to gain something, but those guys were different. So mina, I always listen to my spirit. Kuti when my spirit tells me something, I listen. So remember, imagine walking the whole night from, I think it was from Santin to Joburg in Nyawo. Very cold in the night. No one was in the street. I was freezing, icing my hands and everything. So until I talked with God and say, God, this life I'm tired. At least help me ukuthola a man that I will love, a man who will love me. I think this is the only way engaphuma to this situation. 2 weeks after that prayer, I was sitting with my friend and her boyfriend. The guy asked me, "Gutin, as you girls you like doing things, but can I ask you, if today God say He'll bless you with a man, will you take that man?" I say yes. Will you date that man and will you stop these things you are doing? I say, yes, I will stop this thing I'm doing. That time ngithola omunye umsebenzi in another bar again. He said, okay, it's fine if you say so, but I don't believe what you are saying. You know, when God angene umuntu and when he will ask you questions, um, a week after there was this guy wakangishela for many years. I'm not proud of how I met my husband, but I'm proud of meeting my husband.
Oh, so the guy, hold on, Precious, I'm following now. The guy who says, if you would stop this nonsense and find a man that truly loves you, you would stop.
Will you stop the nonsense now?
Okay. I think
Two
I'm
weeks
following now.
after, there was a guy who was after me now for almost a year. I've never given that guy a chance. So, that guy, he came, Wangshela, that night ngamqoma. But his intentions were not good. That guy ufika uyangishela ngimcome kusasa, he prepares a date, we go out. After we go to his place. Going to his place, obviously we had intercourse. He locked me in the house for some hours. Mind you, I'm supposed to go back to work. But he locked me from 12 bekumele ngiye emsebenzini ngo-2 until 5 o'clock kumnyama ngaphandle.
So what do you mean? What do you mean he locked you in?
Uvele after we had what we had, he just waphuma wathi I'm coming back.
Oh, so
Waphuma.
walokha apartment yakhe, okay.
Yes, I'm inside. So since that time uhambile, there's no toilet, there's nothing in that house. I had ukuthi ngithatha ibhodlela ngiphuza kulo i-drink ngichame kulo. I don't have his phone number. Umfonela ukuthi kanti kenzekani.
Hi, mara small nawe.
I don't have his phone number to know what's against the gun. Then when he came back 5 o'clock, that's when he came back with my husband. When he came back with my husband, he said to me, "Tell your sister I will see her tomorrow. I didn't get the money I was supposed to give her." Then ngiyambheka ukuthi lo muntu uzamukenza ama-plan or what. At work, they called me and told me to not come back anymore.
How?
And that time I'm stressed. So ku 5 o'clock dark ngaphandle. So he tells me ukuthi no, that time I think around 7, because manje ufuna ama-taxi angizange wathola. He said, "Tell your sister that I didn't get the money I wanted to give her, but I'll make a plan." Ungilande endlini wangikhiphela ngaphandle. We talking that thing outside.
Mm.
Then he come to my ear. He say, "This guy has money. He's a rich guy." He's pointing at my husband. Then he left us.
Small, you are too much, man. So now the guy is showing your husband to be Uguti law, he has money.
He's showing me my husband to be with my husband to be has money. Then he gives me 20 rand and said, "This is for your transport. Tell your sister I give you transport money." I'm looking at him like, yo, this guy. Okay, it's fine. Then then he left us. And I tried to jump the Eastrat and share my husband behind. Then he followed me, asked me, yini inkinga? Then I told him the full story. I told him what happened. I told him, no, there's no sister here. This thing was between me and this guy. This guy have been shellering me for 1 year. I gave him the chance, and this opportunity I gave him, he did his own nonsense like me. Then this is how he will repay me. This is how he acts. I show him the ama number from my work, which you see, angisasebenzi because of this guy today. Then from Berea, those who know Berea to MTN, we walked. So my husband was busy pleading with me. No, yehlisa umoya. I understand what you are saying. And I told him, if they say you are rich, you don't even look rich. What are they talking about? That time I'm angry, Niti. So I'm insulting him. I'm calling him amagama. Is this what you guys planned? He said, "No, I swear. I don't know anything about this." Then mangifike MTN amateksi okumele walawe ngihlala khona bese ngihlala eSoweto that time angiwatholanga. Amateksi awekho. Mojampi Strat is my friend's flat. Ngigibele ngilona ngingene into that apartment ngigibela ama-step phezulu. Mangifika umngani wami akekho. When I went down, the guy is still standing there. So uthi like him, "I promise you I will not do anything to you.
How?
Just let's go have a place to sleep, because you can't stand here and say you're waiting for your friend. Umngani wakho uzofika nini?" Because even when I'm calling my friend, she doesn't pick the phone. Then I had to ngehlisa umoya and say, okay, it's fine. Let's go. Mangifika to his apartment, he went and buy him McDonald's. He came back, Wangshia. Then he came back and say, he asked me, "Can I sleep with you in but I will not touch you." I said,
Hey!
"No." No problem, it's fine. And he didn't touch me, and I end up staying there for 2 days. Then mina naye we talk ukuthi he likes the truth enyimtshele yona, because that guy told him a different story. He told him ukuthi my sister sent me to him for imali to buy something. So the guy thought of him when he saw me.
Mm.
So I told him everything. No, I had 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 with this guy. I've been waiting for hours. So I end up staying 2 days and asenzanga nix with this guy.
Precious, not in nix, not even holding
No
hands.
touching, nothing. We're just busy talking. We're just busy talking. He did what he promised. Kuti, I'll never touch you. We're just busy talking. Then in the morning when I wake up, ilanga lokugcina, he took 5,000 and said, the 2,000 is for inhloko yakho. Your head is messy. Go do your hair.
Hey, that's a good
Then
man.
enye imali I went to pay my rent because I told him ukuthi I'm behind even rent, ngabhadala rent ngayo ngahamba. 3 days after I went to meet him ke sahlangana. That's the day we had intercourse, mina naye. We talk, sakhuluma yonke into. Ngigcine ngihlala I think a week to that apartment.
You know what, when a Precious, as you are talking, how is your relationship with your parents?
Very close. I'll get that side. Very close.
Okay, continue.
Mm, I stayed I think a week to his apartment having fun and everything. That time I had another boyfriend. But I didn't know what he called that guy and told him Uti, stop talking with this girl. If not, I'm gonna kill you. Mina, I saw my phones, everyone I communicated with, amanamba wabo, they were no longer calling me or saying anything to me. After 1 week ngaya ekhaya, mangisuka ekhaya, he told me ukuthi ngiyofuna i-apartment duze nasekhaya. Ngahamba elokishini futhi ama-room cheap 600.
How?
Wangibhadalela sabhadala sathenga ifurniture yonke into. Then I will always come to Joburg to see him. But wengisaganga on the other side, I haven't stopped
Hi,
ukuganga
your
that time.
Precious. You
And
found you
phela I still
found
have
a
my
good
friends.
guy, but you are still gangering.
Yes, phela I still have my friends, Anyithi. Um, until one day he took his phone. He called each and every woman he was dating. Bona, don't ever call me. I find a woman.
Hmm.
The main girl he was dating, the girl demanded for a phone before breaking up. The girl thought he was joking. He went and buy the phone and give it to her.
Sure.
Then bahlukana. Um,
So what you are
we
trying to say, utolumuntu emntwini.
ngithola umuntu emntwini. That's why
Okay.
first thing I said, I'm not proud of how I met him, but I'm proud I met him.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm.
So
Um,
what are you doing with your side dish?
now yonke into iqala iyayehla. Sabayahafuka phela manje. Because now he does everything for me. Ayisekho into enye ekhalela kakhulu. The only guy who was left, I had uguy lo ukuthi whenever I wanna have fun, I'll go to him. Besiphuza from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'll go back. That time we are not at home or in a house. We just sihleli it was his friend's tavern. Not tavern, it was a top bar. So we'll sit there drinking and do everything. Lapho. Then it was the
Yekela
only guy that was
ama-comment.
left.
Yekela ama-comment when okay,
Yeah.
we can do this.
It's
Leave the
he was the
comments
only
on.
guy that was left. Then he's the one lawyer nasuke wamthreaten the most because he noticed ukuthi huyu guy enclose naye than the others. Laba abanye benganandaba nabo.
Yeah.
Um what happened after? After 3 months he went home to my parents' place, was introducer, wabatshela ukuthi I'm
Oh,
coming back.
okay.
After that 3 months, I think after a year, he went and paid amalobola. After paying amalobola, did you
Hold
hide?
on. You're getting distracted.
And I was after he paid the lobola. That's when everything went well. I stopped yonke lento le bengiyenza aside. I became faithful. And each and every time when I look at him, I remember the day I was talking with God, would say, can you please give me a husband at least so I can stop these things I'm doing. So usisile wakakhuluma last week when she talked about her husband, that's when I remember which I got saved because of this man. Even indlela engihlangane nayo it was not nice. But he's still my husband today. And that guy, my man is from Nigeria. Ngithi. That guy, he went to the meetings and reported ukuthi my husband stole me from him.
Aibo.
Now he saw that they say another man's poison is another man's food, right? Something like that, or treasure.
Correct. Yes.
I always say another man's food. So he saw with that guy, he appreciated me, he loved me. And when I started dating him, I started growing. I started feeling myself also. So one day he passed me and he tried to greet me and I didn't greet him back. So he got angry with why didn't I greet him back? And I asked him, why should I greet you back after what you did? Or you expect me to come and do something with you? He said, yeah, you must. I said, awucabangi kahle. And I went to tell my man. My man went to him and told him, stay away from that girl. I'm the one, I broke their friendship actually. My man went to him and said, stay away from that girl. One day he came to, my man owns Ipanay. So he went to yakhe wasithola sihleli wasibulisa. Then I kept quiet and I moved from that table. He took ifone wazenza ngathi ukhuluma nentombazana. Then so I can be jealous and I didn't even get jealous. Later on he called my man and said, I have a beautiful girl, small as the one you are dating. Stop dating that girl. And my man insulted him and said, if you ever try that thing you're doing, I'm gonna fight with you in a different way. Don't bring me any girl. Don't ever call me. Like they had a huge fight. We even have to attend a meeting and I was so embarrassed because of a meeting lawe so I attended because now they were talking about me. This guy stole the other girl from this one. Then I asked the Ilona, umnikazi wemeeting ukuthi, if I was dating this guy, why will he call another guy for me if I was dating him? Or
Mm.
if I was special to him, he went ahead same night when I tried to give him a chance and call another guy for me. So is that stealing? He said no. I said then angazi meeting yenu iyophelela kanjani, but just ngikhipheni to this meeting. Then they cancelled that meeting. They even chased him kule group yabo ukuthi ngathi awuphilelekanga. Hamba. After some years, I was blessed with umfana, a boy. After, oh, 2021, we did our traditional marriage.
Okay.
We did
It's
our
before the
traditional
kids. So
marriage.
2021 is before the kids.
No, I had umntwana umfana lo omunye kuqala. So
Okay.
2021, we had our traditional marriage. I went to Nigeria. We bought a house that side. We fixed everything. Um, Then I got pregnant with my daughter I think 2 weeks on my wedding. When I was preparing my wedding, then I got pregnant with my
Honeymoon.
daughter.
You were honeymooning.
Yes. So I've been married for 8 years. I'm blessed with my man. He knows my history, but not the other history of rape and other things. In one day, noma singawula kangakanani, he have never used the word yokuthi this is how I got you.
Yeah. I
Instead,
agree.
he will appreciate that day. He will say, if it was not for that guy, I would have not met you.
Mm.
He have never insulted me with him. You know, I'm a couple, we do fight. Sometimes it does get physical. But he have never empilweni yakhe and say, ngikuthole so,
It
wena
doesn't sound good.
umathengisa, when are you this, when are you that. He have never. I'm so blessed. With my parents, we are very close. They were not the problem. I was the problem because I was trying to cry out for help from what happened before they moved me back. Uh, for me, now, I can't tell my father because unenkinga yenhliziyo and he's
Oh,
so
okay.
close with me. So I feel like if I tell him, something might happen to him.
But
My
have you told
mom,
your mother? Have you shared with your mom?
no, I feel like it's not their fault. They were trying to protect me from Gauteng because
No,
if
you are not
abangithathanga,
telling. You are not telling your mom ugumtshela ukuthi it's your fault. But have you discussed? Uyabona the way you are talking to me now, the way you came in
I've
here.
never, I don't feel like they need to know this. But with my siblings, I'm so open with them. Remember the day when I say umntwana okhuliswe umama, umntwana onomzali okhuzayo. That there was this young lady who was talking about parents ukuthi bakhuza kakhulu in their own way. I said I wish I had that
Yeah,
ukuthi kube nomzali ongikhuzayo. Um I'm so strict kuma siblings wami, but not strict in a way ukuthi they are uncomfortable. My siblings were raised by my parents ababathumelanga anywhere because they were born in that situation le bahlangane nayo bona. Bona they were born emkhukhwini, then from emkhukhwini they went endlini. So mina I was born to riches, from riches umkhukhwini. You know, if depression can change your child, doesn't matter how old they are. But
uh, when Precious, are your parents still alive? Both of them.
yes, they are still alive.
Then here's the thing. Listen to what I'm saying. What if your father bumps into the story, a YouTube?
It's fine. Yeah, I'm in a stage ukuthi my story now it's a healing. I'm not this is not a place only engike ngayikhipha. If ngihlangana nomuntu like there was isikolo attended, there was a lady uthi ngifuna ukuphila impilo yaseJoburg. Then I talked my story and said don't wish to live impilo yaseJoburg. I'm out of that situation healthy and ngiphelele. My friends, some of them were positive, some died, some are in prison. So don't wish. So now I'm not scared of talking about that situation. But looking at my parents, I feel shame for them. I feel sorry for them. I feel the pain before even talking it because I feel like they will feel pain. They will bleed more than I have bled.
Yeah,
They will
I
start blaming themselves for how I wish we didn't send her ekhaya, how I wish we stayed with her.
Precious is 30 years old, guys, 30. Because I understand what you're saying. I think you would actually even prefer me to tell your parents the story. You would prefer
I don't
another
prefer, to
person.
be honest, I don't prefer anyone to tell. I don't want them to know the other side, but if they found out, I'm willing to open up. But my mom have seen me cried of other things. Like on my wedding day, I didn't want usiswake because I don't want her at all. Some of the things I went through because of her. I feel like she was supposed to say, umntana kasiswami lo.
Yeah.
It's inyimyambathi. But instead she used me as a housemaid endlini yakhe. So I didn't want her at my wedding. Then she came to me and said, I know Guti, you have a lot in your heart, but at least try to forgive so you can forgive so you can also forgive yourself. Ukhone na uqola. Because mawumbambela amachubu, the more when you see her, the more you also get stressed. So yeah,
So, how's your relationship with your aunt?
there's no relationship because I'm not accusing her. But when she came to my wedding, she did some of the things that I've evuse amanxeba. Because
Wow.
on my wedding day, on my wedding, when we're preparing, mina no my mom is prepare up private. So when sitting inyama, sibeka somewhere. Wesingakhiphi izinto ekhaya. She made a call without noticing ukuthi kunomuntu osemuva, or without knowing ukuthi loyo muntu naye usejardini, because wakangabazi abanye abantu abalaphaya. She made a call and said, umshado lana ngathi awukho, they are very poor. Ngathi ningahlala ningezi. We are waiting for that taxi to come. And she's celebrating in happiness because we didn't show her imali esinayo or the plans we had. So the plans were between me and my mom. And after that day, ekhaya started kuqale kwanuka kabi, kwangathi she came with some things at home. Um, our business went south also. On my wedding day, there were things that she was doing that were not normal. Umuntu akabhiza, you know, when kushumayelwa, when we're holding hands, she'll be busy doing ama up and down. Kwangathi she's uncomfortable. Ngibonga inkosi ukuthi every
Who insisted that she should be invited? Who or mama?
my mom,
Okay, you did it for your mom.
yes. So
Okay. So hold on, let me tell you this. Do you understand, Uguti? There is a thing that you can forgive but not forget.
yes, I understand. That's what I'm always saying. Because when I say say amanceba on my wedding day,
Mm.
she was doing uncomfortable things. Yes, if it was not by God, I think my wedding was going to be something else. But uNkulunkulu said no. This is how it's going to happen. My wedding went smooth. When she got emakhaya after my wedding, she said, my children will do a better wedding than that thing they did.
Mm.
Yazi uNkulunkulu ushaya umuntu so ngento ebuhlungu. The child that she expected ukuthi uzoyenza umshado didn't do the wedding. He went a court and signed. You should have seen her running mentally ill, going to sangomas, going this one, cursing that child because he didn't do what she wanted him to do. Now she was comparing me and umtanake, and me, I'm not the same level. That guy is way older than me. Way older than me. So after my wedding, uhambe wayokhuluma into ezimbi. When they came there, bathathe ukudla konke bayokufaka emotweni. Kunabantu abangakadli ebusuku. In the daytime everyone ate, but you know, after umshado kuba nomcimbi wasekhaya. She took issue ngamabhakede amakhulu wayofaka emotweni. She took all the cakes they bake wayofaka emotweni. Then me on my wedding day, I told my husband, go home. I want to control something. I stood with alcohol and I was controlling the whole alcohol. She got so angry with, why am I controlling things? Am I not supposed to be resting? I told her, today is for me, I'll do me. Other things will see, because my mom, she doesn't drink and she doesn't touch utshwala. So I said, let me control other things so everyone will be happy, because abatholanga ukudla now everything should go to her and bazohamba nayo yonke into. I control alcohol, everyone was satisfied and happy. I gave them what I needed to give. When they get home emakhaya, they say I was attending abantu from my father's side and the people that I know only, while I was attending everyone, and all of them, they were sour. Everyone who come from that side, none of them even bought a dress and say, I'm going to Kanyisile's wedding. Baze ngempahla ezimnyama bambashile, like they were forced into a taxi. Their hair, everything, we had to take, what is this thing, Yamaswati? I hope you understand. Le Lamaswati, this thing, Ipai
Yeah,
Lamaswati, to
yeah.
to give them to cover themselves, at least ukufaka enhloko nalana, to cover lento abazigcokile. None of them was prepared to come to my wedding. One of them even told me ukuthi thina sinabantwana, We can't buy anything kuze emshadweni. That my marriage was I told them I'm getting married a year before. We even postponed my marriage because my grandfather died. We postponed it it's fine. But none of them prepared anything. Instead of saying my marriage was beautiful, they went home and talked udot. And people from outside, other family members from my father's side, the whole community came to me and said, sis, what you did is our first time seeing. Your marriage was beautiful. We have never been so satisfied emshadweni. Sidle sisuthe siphuze. Your marriage was everything.
So when Precious, what I want to ask you next, what would you have done different namhlanje?
There's nothing I would have done different because I feel like that's who I am today. Uh sorry, English yabaleka phela. Let me say what happened has built me to become who I am
Okay.
today because
Let me tell you how I asked my question. Okay. If there is anything that you would like to change in your life, what would it be?
to change in my life ukuthi I wish my parents could not send me a car. I
Okay.
think today I will be far away with life, with my education, with everything, because today I'm still picking up pieces here, education, pieces of my life, and not only that, because of also my siblings and other people that depend on me, I had to be strong for my own things and look at them, ngibabheke, and do things for them also.
But why didn't you, how would your parents would have known ukuthi awukho sharp?
Uh,
Hold on. Before you answer that, it's because I have a story to share, which is similar to that. You know your mother does not know what happened between you and her sister.
she knows.
Hold on. In detail. She does not know in detail because
I did
when
tell her ukuthi they were abusing me. I did tell her ukuthi she
when
used to make me ukuthi
you went
ngayesikolweni.
through it emotionally, you went through it. Your mom
Mm.
didn't. Now,
Oh yeah.
do you get what I'm saying? You are the one who went through the abuse, through the way bebak treatang akon. Now, what I'm trying to say on that, sometimes we blame our parents by something we could have said.
Mom did say ukuthi I and now I understand why wongamfuni because a lot happened on my wedding day, but only us family esiyibonile, only me engiyibonile. She tried ukuthi umshado wami ube ngenye indlela, but uNkulunkulu uvele wathi no.
Let's wrap it up, my love. Let's wrap it up. It was a beautiful afternoon. I enjoyed being with you, small. I small urof shame. Yazin. I had and I'm glad. You know what? From beginning to end, you didn't crack. I love it. It shows me, my love, that you have healed.
The sky is there, but I've healed.
I can tell. I could see the shiny eyes now and then, but nothing dropped. You are getting there. You are getting there. Keep the shiny eyes, keep sharing the story. Open up to your parents, open up to your aunt as well. Open up to her
No,
as well.
to my parents, yes, my father is in a critical condition at this moment. Even as we speak, last I had to go to driver to the hospital is not fine. So talking with him about this issue, it will finish him off once, because his stage is agusageko right. My mom, actually, I don't blame my parents. I don't blame anyone. Umamkhulu ngimblame la ngimblame khona, but at this moment, I'm blaming anyone. I feel like maybe That's what I was supposed to experience as mina Precious Kanyisile Maroga me. But it's fine. I experienced it. I've seen it. I'll not allow any of my young sisters to pass through it. My young sister, she's Useva City because of me. She will tell you now today. So I make sure that I look after my siblings. I make sure that they don't lack anything because has that thing of going out and look for love outside, look
Mhm.
for money outside to so I try my best. My parents knows Ubabam he doesn't work because of his sickness. My mom doesn't work because of sickness. Uh I took my kids ngababeka kumamami. Then I came with the thing with baby, let's just pay my mom so amount ukuthi ubheka abantwana because it's the same money we're going to pay a crash just ukuthi babe na something ebakhona endlini and mangithola something they know ukuthi they come first to me ukuthi let me try to give it to them because I don't want my young sisters or anyone to ukudlula la ngidlule khona. It's not nice, but I'm fine.
Cool. So is that your closing stand or something? Because there are two other people. Like I told you, today you are going to trigger because now you are triggered. And
Mm.
this is how I do things here. We do it for learning. We do it for becoming better. Look from beginning to end. Precious didn't cry at all, but I could see the shiny eyes. It's okay. She's getting somewhere.
Mm.
And sometimes, guys, it's good to talk. It's good to talk about it. Mina, what I wish for, I wish that her parents could know what she went through. Because can you imagine, you know what I'm thinking now when Precious. Can you imagine ufenze
Mm.
abona i-video? Imagine mina sengibona i-video ka-ufenze athi my mom didn't take good care of me and I see it on YouTube. Do you know how much that is going to break me? So I, so I am
It's
coming
gonna
from
break me for my parents to know. I don't know why I'm feeling sorry for them. I don't know why I feel like they're gonna bleed more than me. So that's how I feel.
but
I'm
how
trying
do
to
you know it?
protect them at the same time. I can't. I can't
Okay,
look at my
let's
father blaming
let's hear
himself or my
Mina.
mom crying.
Let's close with a prayer because this would have not been. I'm closing, no more guests, guys. We would have not had this possible if it wasn't God. We are here today because we know each other. Mina nawe when precious. It is because of Unkulunkulu. You know, Unkulunkulu has kept us. Our paths crossed. You don't know why. You don't know why you met me. You don't know why you are addicted to this lady Precious. You don't know why you can't.
Hmm. You
You
know,
don't know
when I
why you
came to
can't.
your life, you remember the first time I did?
Yes, I remember. Ima Precious, hold on. I'll tell you. It was before
Do you remember? I think it was 2 years back. You heard about something.
it was before Boy Boy. Your network Precious disconnect to
Mm-hmm.
your foot. Disconnect and come back, my love. You are I remember, Precious, guys. There is a reason why. There's a reason why our paths cross. There's a reason. There's a reason why I am bestie with Mafusi. There's a reason why I'm bestie with Sis Ruth. There's a reason why I love Brenda so much. I love Pearl so much. I love, there's a reason why we met. There's a reason why I met Palisa Brown, Palisa Mujapilu. There's a reason. There's a reason. Yeah, now Usha.
Do you remember 2 years back or 1 year back? You were talking about something, yeah, the Facebook.
Yeah.
I think was also Facebook. People meeting people on Facebook or people meeting people on social media. Here on TikTok, this thing about Bahlakanang from TikTok, and some used to get raped and something like that. But I think it was 2 years back. I don't remember the topic nicely, and I did come to your live.
I'm always warning people
I'm trying
about
to
social
remember.
media. When a Precious, I'm always warning people,
It
and
was your first time talking about it. That's why I'm
was it?
saying it's either 2 or 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Since then, I've been following you.
Yeah, but I remember even we had so many encounters. We spoke about boy. We spoke
Mm.
about so many things. I know, and that's why you need to. When a Precious, I don't see you running around Lagu TikTok, but when I switch on,
Mhm.
Precious is here.
Yeah, I
So
think it was
Precious,
a you.
I cut off my mom's whole. Yo, don't start when good one. Precious, let's pray, my love. Let's give thanks. I am forever talking about social media. And guys, I think God has a special thing for me to say today, warn them about this. I always warn about kids. I warn about parents. I warn about, let's pray, my love.
Can you start the prayer, please?
Father, in the name of Jesus, we come before you, Lord, today. Father, we thank you for this day, for you have said, this is the day you have made. Let us rejoice in it. Father, I place the life of Precious unto your hands, Father. Your child has come unto you. Your child has said, Father, I am here. Father, thank you for protecting her. Thank you for being with her. Thank you for her being vigilant to your voice, Father. Father, as I ask Precious to pray, Father, please listen to her prayer attentively. Father, she is praying from her heart. Please, Almighty Lord, pray. Please, Almighty Lord, listen to her. For you say, Father, wherever one or two are gathered in your name, you are in our midst. Father, she's about to pray. Almighty Lord, please listen to her prayer. Listen to her cry, Almighty Lord. Listen to what is in her heart. Listen to all the things she has been hiding, Almighty Lord. But Father, you are the one that knows the heart. Today she is here, Almighty Lord, to pour out her heart unto you.
Father, we thank you for this wonderful day. Babona amandla, babona uthando kuthandekile. Ngibonga impilo yami, ngibonga imfundiso Nkosi, babona amandla. Khona abanye nabo ababhekile kule life abane same, oh sorry, abanesilonda esifana nesami Nkosi. Ngithi bahile Nkosi, bahile babona amandla, bahile Nkosi Msindisi. Babonisa indlela, khona abalahlekile Nkosi. Wangikhipha endleleni yelahleko, wangifaka endleleni e-right Nkosi, babona amandla. Please do the same to them. Show them the way. Nkosi, ngathi mangikhuluma nawe, ngithi mangikhuluma nawe Nkosi sonke isikhathi unginikeza ongicelayo, ngicela nakuba uyenze the same babona amandla. We thank you for this life. We thank you for Ausnaledi. Ngibonga impilo zawo wonke umuntu.
Angel of peace, angel of comfort, I call upon you. Almighty Lord, let your angels fall down, Father. Father, Lord, let your blessings fall down. Almighty Lord, I ask for that blanket, the blanket of peace. I ask for the blanket of comfort, Almighty Lord. You comfort Precious, Almighty Lord. You keep her under your wing, Almighty Lord. You protect her, Father. Today she was here and reminded that you still love her, Father. Father, she is here to say to you, Almighty Lord, thank you for your protection. She is here to say today, thank you, Lord, for being with me since I was born. So it is true, Father, that you knew her while she was in her mother's womb. Here she is, Almighty Lord. She wants to give honor and glory unto you. Father, please receive it. Receive it, Almighty Lord. Let her feel your power of comfort this evening. Let her feel your power of peace this evening. She's not the only one that is hurting, Almighty Lord. She's not the only one, Father, who has a scar. She's not the only one, Father, who's been hurt by family. She's not the only one, Father, who didn't know how to go through life. But because, Father, she knows you, because all of them, Father, they know you, protect them, shield them in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Oh, sorry, I had to break that. I felt
It's okay, man.
weird. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. And we say amen.